Good morning. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee Chats. It is September 6th. It is back to school for many children through Minnesota, on the bus or in classroom already. Happy fall to you all. How was everyone's weekend, their holiday? How was the turnout for the Eat Together? It was good? Good. Well, good to hear that. Is there any new residents here today? I know there is one, Deborah. So we have Deborah here. She's over in the corner in the blue. That beautiful woman over there. Welcome.
And we have somebody over here.
Okay, welcome. I'm sorry I missed that. Good morning. What is your name? Janet. Welcome.
Where are they from?
Where are you from? Janet, where are you from? That depends. It's not an easy answer sometimes, right?
Originally from Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin originally. Woo-hoo. Where in Wisconsin, if you don't mind to ask? Gale. Say it one more time. Galesville. And where's that? What area in Wisconsin? I'm just curious. Okay. And Deborah, how about you? Where are you from? From Minnetonka? Woohoo!
Dun, 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 dun.
You get music from Minnetonka people, huh? All right. All right, so moving along, today at 10 a.m. in Marion Hall is Doug Ullman yet again, our favorite, one of our favorites here. He is back by popular demand, of course. He's our historian and our photographer. So you are all welcome to join us in Marion Hall at 10 a.m. Also, at 1, please join in a fall-inspired craft project in the craft room. All right, so in the craft room, it is make your own fall leaf print.
Hey!
Okay.
Quiet.
All right, and then moving on. So Wednesday, the 7th, we have a course at 1 p.m., our TED Talks. So new understanding of human history and the roots of inequality. Michelle Obama and, stories of photography, monumental people from Michelle Obama to Stephen Hawkins. Also,
Quiet.
Platon captures the disarming power of empathy and human connection, how data-driven journalism illustrates patterns of injustice. So those are the TED Talks for this Wednesday, the 7th. Also, just a little reminder that bingo is at 7 p.m. and also 500 is at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. 1 p.m. of course on Wednesdays are cribbage, if you'd like to partake. 1 p.m. there's open art studio, and from 3 to 4, if you need some alterations, please by all means sign up, there's plenty of room. So go ahead and do that. Moving on to Thursday, September 8th. 9 a.m. and 11, of course, is our coffee chats. If you happen to miss it in person, go ahead and catch up on what's going on through the event of the week through Coffee Chats, which is recorded on 991. Then there is the excursion, which is Fort Snelling History on the Go bus tour. It is completely full, and that departs at 10:10 a.m., and the payment was already made. Now, there are a few people that I still have their checks. If there happens to be a cancellation, I will hang on to that deposit. If need be, we'll give you a call, and maybe there's room for you. That sometimes happens. So, otherwise, I will return that check to you. Okay, and then also there's lunch at Bukas on that day, the excursion. And of course, there's a sing-along on Thursdays at 6:30 in the East Hall, so go ahead and partake in that if you want to. And on Thursday at the 8th, there is AARP at Marion Hall at 12:30 if you are interested in going to that as well. Okay, yes, it's the driving class. So Friday, September 9th, there is coffee chats at 1, there's bridge at 1, there's poker at 1, and at 4 p.m. there's happy hour in Marion Hall. Woohoo! And then there is the 7 p.m. movie in Marion Hall, and this Friday it is Downton Abbey. The English Manor owner and staff prepare for a visit from the Queen and King. There's great costumes and scenery in this movie, and it's starring Maggie Smith. And of course on Saturday there is 8 a.m. men's breakfast and 7 p.m. bingo. And then of course on Sunday there is the van departures for church if you are wanting to use that service. Just a little heads up, again on Tuesday, September 13th is the writing group that is at 1 p.m. in the West Party Room. So if you're interested in partaking in that, please join in. And I think that is it, Jeff. I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Jillian. Talk all you want now. I very seldom have anything to say. Jillian, however, works hard and has all kinds of information for you folks. And when we're chatting and bothering everyone, you look around the room and you can see all kinds of people that they can't hear and all that stuff, so that's why you get me screaming. Anyway, I wanted to tell you one thing. You heard it here first. The Minnesota Gophers will be playing January 1st in Pasadena, California. We will be in the Rose Bowl. And here's why I say that. We don't play Michigan or Ohio State. If we beat Iowa and or Wisconsin, we'll get to go to Indianapolis to play Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship game. We will get absolutely destroyed. And the winner of that game will go to the national playoff game, and the loser will fly out to LAX and take the bus to Pasadena. So, for those of you that don't know, Don Eckenrode made a boat, rowed the boat, that PJ Fleck, anyway, it's online. You can see it. Rich Point made this boat. It was on ESPN Game Day twice. Really, really cool stuff. Pat has 4 football squares left. For those of you that are degenerate enough to gamble, go see her. Does anyone have any questions on anything? All right. I want to thank the new people for telling us a little bit about themselves. As we started last week, Dean Preston did such a fine job. And he did, didn't he? That's hard for me to compliment Dean, anyone who knows me. But Dorothy Luth is going to get up today and talk a little bit about herself. I'm not going to tell you much about Dorothy because I'm going to let her tell you. So here's Dorothy Luth. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you, Jeff. And since you were so short today, I can do the whole thing, right? I am Dorothy Luth, and I live in the East Building on the 6th floor. I wasn't born there. I was raised and educated in Winona, Minnesota. I was born in a tiny little town over here, Castle Rock, between Farmington and Northfield. Some of you may know it, most of you don't. I was educated in the schools in Winona, graduated from Winona Senior High. I graduated with a 4-year degree in elementary education from Winona State University, which at that time was Winona Teachers College. Let's see. right out of college, I married my college sweetheart, Bob Luth, and we moved to St. Peter, Minnesota, where he had a job with the United States Department of Agriculture, and I was fortunate enough to get a job teaching there that first year. Taught 5th grade in Central Elementary School. School ended on the 5th of June. On the 30th of June, God blessed us with a little girl. So we made it through the school year, but just barely. He also blessed us with 3 boys and another girl. We have 10 grandchildren and 10 great-grandchildren. That's the family part of the story, most of it anyway. I spent 12 years at home with the kids, trying to get them off on a good start, and I think I did because they're all doing well. We moved to New Hope, Minnesota, right north of here. I got a job with the Robbinsdale School District. I taught in Meadow Lake Elementary School, 3rd or 4th or 5th or a combination. I was going to say something else about that, and I can't remember what it is. Anyway, we moved from New Hope to Winona, and I taught in the Catholic schools in the St. Stanislaus, the good old Polish community. I loved it as I did the one in New Hope. My teaching career, I loved every moment of it. But when I got done with the Winona School, I decided that we were going to try a different level. So you might think I went to junior high or senior high or college. No. I went to the baby room. I was the lead teacher in the baby room at Kids of the Kingdom in Litchfield, Minnesota. That's my story on my work life. Now with those 5 kids, my husband and I both like to travel. Now people would say, well, travel with 5 kids, are you kidding us? And we said, no, we're gonna travel with those 5 kids. No 4- and 5-star restaurants or hotels, no flying, no training, but we did have a 9-passenger station wagon, and it had a car carrier on the top. And we had a large 2-room tent. We had a camp kitchen. We had 7 sleeping bags. And we tented from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean from almost into Mexico, but not quite, but well into Canada. So we had a great time camping. Now, of course, it wasn't all great, but most of it was. Let's see. When we decided to retire, we decided to go south. So we went all the way down to Charles City, Iowa. That's where our son lived, and he wanted us to be close to him for a while. That's also the place that I lost my husband to cancer. So when that happened, I decided that I wanted to go back to Minneapolis to live because I had 2 sons that lived one on either coast, and I needed to be near an airport. But more than that, I needed to be near my daughter, and she's here in Minneapolis. So we had a good life, and that brings me to here. Because when we moved to Minneapolis, we got involved with finding a place for Mom, and we found Ridge Point. We stopped in on a Sunday afternoon, and Of course, there was no marketing manager here, but there was an elderly gentleman. What was his name?
Milt Maisie.
No.
Milt.
Was at the desk all the time on weekends?
Don. At the desk?
Yeah.
Don Walsberg.
Can't remember that was his name, but it probably was if Jeff says so.
You're right there. Yeah.
Anyway, we were in the lobby over in the east building, and he motioned us to come in and opened the door. And he said, "Would you like a tour?" And we said, "Yes, but do you have someone to give a tour?" "Yes," he said, "we do. We have lots of them. I'll call one of them to come." So he called Mary Rudisell. Some of you would probably remember her. And she came and gave us a lovely tour. And we got out in the car and sat down, and I said to my daughter, "I'm coming back tomorrow to rent a place." And she said, "I knew you would." So I've been here for 11 years. And I've enjoyed almost every moment of it. I have been very active here, and I am here this morning to plead with you to be active also. And as I'm on the nominating committee, John didn't talk this morning, so I'm going to take part of my time to talk to you about thinking about being on the council. I spent 3 years on the council, one as an alternate and 2 as the council chair, co-chair. I also headed up the Ridge Point Red Council part of the ice cream social. I'm part of the welcome ladies, the floor greeters, and like I said, now I'm on the council. No, I'm not. But I wouldn't mind, but I never will. John didn't talk this morning, so I'll give you my pitch since I'm on the nominating committee with him. When you're thinking about living in a place like this, and we know that there are many things that get done for us, and we know that we're thankful that we get those things done for us, but I want you to stop and think today about something that you could do to make Ridge Point as good a place as it is, or maybe even better. So if you have any idea that you would like to be on the council, see me afterward and I'll get you signed up. Or you can see Roger, or you can see John, and I don't see anybody else that's here, but any of the council people, any of the people that are on the nominating committee. If you don't think that you want to do it this year, no, I said don't put it off completely, but if you aren't ready to do it this year, then look around you and see if you can find somebody. And I know you can, because I'm looking out here and I can see a dozen or more that could be on the council. So all you have to do, if you're going to do it that way, is to go to the desk, either one. They have the, what do they call it? The
information form.
Thank you. They have the information form. You fill out the top part, that's about you, and you give it to the person. They have to have lived here for a year. Tell them it's a 2-year term, and let them fill out the bottom part, which is their resume on why they would like to do this and some things about them, so that we can get that set up to let people know who's going to be running and who isn't. We have until, I'm going to say the 1st of October. I know we have until the 15th, but I want us to get these in so we can get the information out to you about who's running. And when you have them all signed up, have them give the paper back to you, and then you give the paper either to one of the desks, or to Roger, or to Dennis. They are the co-chairs. Now, I've taken enough of your time, and I do enjoy every one of you, and I love Ridge Point.
Thank you, Dorothy. Dorothy, Was that who was there?
This is a younger person, not younger picture. It
I-
was the old man. He came every time somebody.
You folks just enjoy our private conversation, okay? I'll talk to you later on that. Everyone here has a story. And it's amazing how the first two folks have gone. And I've known both of them for 6 years, 11 years in your case, Dorothy. And I have such a deeper appreciation for them after hearing them talk. Is my enthusiasm my own, or do you folks like that too? All right. Who wants to talk next week? Come and see me. We'll have a private conversation on that too. Oh, Patty, you're doing it next week. If you want to do it, come and see me, and we'll get your name on a list. And should we do it every week or every other week, or how often? Every week until we get sick of it, and then, you know, I'm just afraid once Samuelson does it, everyone will get sick of it. No, I know John's got a great story, So, Patty next week. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. My son starts college today. He sent me a picture of his breakfast. It's a waffle. You know how waffle makers, they have them in the shape of Mickey Mouse and all that stuff? They've got the big Gopher M on his waffle. I'll try not to talk about him as much anymore. But anyway, what is the date today? 6th. Okay, so did we wish Connie Plate happy birthday last week?
Yes.
I know they spent close to 4 hours down in the atrium here, so we're not wishing her happy birthday again. Esther Hausauer was yesterday. Today, or tomorrow, Nola Engelsted. On the 7th, Joan Nellison, Gary Porter, and Ralph Van Dixhorn, and Sharon Poznansky. So there's 4 of them on the 7th. Should we sing happy birthday? All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Skayuma.